Hey guys, and welcome to the introduction to Module 3. So you can see I'm in the pacing guide here. Remember, this can be found on the welcome page of our PowerSchool Learning class. So if you're looking here, Module 3 is actually starting on the 8th of June. And so just again, to just kind of walk you through what you need to do. You don't have to follow these days exactly. These are just ideas of what you could do. You can do it in any way that you want, but I would follow the order. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Module 3, you want to go to the spreadsheet section, and you want to go over the basics and the displaying page. And after you do those pages, you want to do the income statement activity because that's going to cover what we learn in those pages. So as I go to PowerSchool Learning, I go to Module 3 spreadsheets, and I want to read through here to see what I've got due in that module, see some key terminologies that are going to help me out along the way. Then I'm going to go to the basics page. And as I click on the basic page, I've got links here that take me out to GCF Learning to teach me about cell basics, modifying cells, formatting cells. Then there's a little practice activity. So you'll type this into Excel or Google Sheets. I really would go with Excel because Google Sheets is so much easier than Excel. So if you can figure out Excel, you can figure out Google Sheets. And most of you covered Google in your previous schools. Then you'll go over to cell styles and cell merging with that data that you entered. You'll go over data types with that data that you entered. You'll go over how to add and subtract. And I specifically write this out, but also go over it in the video. And you want to make sure that you're using that throughout the module because that's the way I expect you to add and subtract. And then you'll notice at the bottom, I do have the Google Sheets basics. So if you feel like you need to watch the Google Sheets as well, you could. You could always take the data over to Google Sheets, see if you can figure it out on your own, and then come to the video and figure it out. But this is the basics with using a spreadsheet. Now, as we scroll to the top here, you've also got this additional link right here, which is just some expert tips and tricks with Excel and just some things that you might want to know. Then you want to go to this displaying formulas, grid lines, headings, headers, and footers page. And let's see, hold on, looks like I clicked on the exact same page. Here we go. And so first you'll see displaying formulas. I'm going to ask you to do that in a lot of your activities. And I show you here how to do that in each of the different software programs. If you're needing to fit your data to one page, because I've told you it can't be more than two, here are the steps in which you go through to do that, again, in Excel and in Google. And then how to display grid lines and headings. This is something that almost everyone misses because they don't go over this section. So make sure you read this because when I tell you to display grid lines and row and column headings, this is what I'm referring to. And then you'll notice down here at the bottom, I've also got inserting headers and footers. And then I've just got a reminder of the Google Sheets because I did that all in one video. So do notice there's some Excel and some Google Sheets breakdown. All right, so again, after you go over all of that, you want to do the income statement activity. Next, you want to move on to your Module 3 charts, go over all subpages, formulas and functions, go over the main page as well as the max, min, and average, and then do the boy bands activity. So notice for the formulas and the functions, I didn't tell you to do all the pages, just the main page, the min, max, and average. So as we go over here, I want to click on charts and spreadsheets. Again, I've got some terminologies here that are going to be important. And then there's a video of me making a chart in Excel and then me making one in Google Spreadsheets. So you've got two options there. Then you'll want to click on the next page underneath that, which is sorting and scaling the y-axis. So again, I go over sorting in each one and then how to actually sort in Google Sheets or Excel a video and then how to scale the y-axis in Excel. And you can also see that there are some instructions up here at the top that are written that you could look at as well. Then you want to go into this formulas, functions, in Excel, and again, look over the terminologies and then look over this max, min, and average page. This is going to be the easiest of the complex functions that we will go over. So you'll want to look at these options here. A lot of people miss the min and the max because they forget that it's not like average. Average is spelled all the way out. Min and max are abbreviated. And then this is just a great little video that's going to show you how to use max, min, and average as well as absolute and relative cell references. So you'll want to look out for that. And again, once you finish that, if it was me, I would go ahead and do the boy bands activity. And then finishing up this module, you'll go back to that formulas and functions section. You'll look over the if function page. You want to do the cookie cutter part 1 and 2. You're not turning that in separately. I just split it into 2 parts so it makes it easier. 1 is the if function. The 2 is the chart, but you'll turn it in as one full piece. So you want to do that right after you learn if. Then you want to go over PMT and VLOOKUP, and you want to do a sports sale activity, which is actually the VLOOKUP activity. And notice there is a help session with Miss Wright from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. On that Tuesday. All right, so as we go back, okay, we've got our formulas in Excel. If page, you want to watch this video. This is me basically going through the terminology of all of it. I've also included the presentation here, but you'll notice it's not showing. Up here, this little shield, if you click on that and you choose load unsafe scripts and reload, it will load that up. For some reason, it just blocks it out. So you could look at that presentation without listening to me. And then you'll want to download this wages activity right here. And then you'll want to go through the wages activity here. This is a practice for the if function. All right. And then there's some additional if materials if you're really confused on it. Now, PMT, this just happened today. This is going to be your lecture video. I'm going to be doing that right after I redo this video. So that will be popping up once you get here. Then you've got again, a let's practice where you'll be going over the PMT function example and like how you use it. So you'll want to do that. And then you'll want to go to the VLOOKUP. And again, there's a lecture video. Notice the shield because that's being blocked out. You'll load the unsafe script. So if you want to watch that Prezi presentation without me talking, you can. Again, some additional links on how to use this function and then a practice activity with me. And again, once you do that, then you want to go ahead and do that sports sale activity. To finish up the module, you're going to be doing these 2 things here, which I'm going to be going over on the projects page. I'm not going to discuss those there. Your college project is your test grade, so you actually won't have a traditional test, just like you did with documents. It'll be an activity. And then just like you've been doing the discussion forums and previous modules, you'll do one here in this module as well, and that will be due on the 14th. So I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be the how to do the projects and the project explanation. See you next time.